Okay, dear friends, this week we are going to work a little bit on the passive voice. I think you have some ideas about it, but we are going to try to highlight some points or just remind you if you forget something. So first of all, I want to ask you a very interesting question. Do you know the different types of verbs? I don't mean regular and irregular verbs. What I mean is transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. So do you have any idea about those types of verbs? Alright, so if you want to know more about transitive verbs, I'd like to introduce you to this beautiful example which reflects the student's work. It is, we collect donations. We collect donations. When you read this example, you're going to find we, which is a subject. You find collect, of course, it's a verb. And you have donations, which is... yes, exactly. So it is an object. So a verb that requires an object, we call it a transitive verb. I say it again. If you have a sentence in which there is a subject, a verb, and an object, that verb, we call it transitive verb. I hope I'm clear. Alright? So if you want to know more about the object, so the object can be a noun, it can be a pronoun like him, her, etc. Or it can also be a phrase. So please don't confuse a phrase with a sentence. A sentence requires a subject and a verb, but a phrase, just a group of words like good night. Good night is a phrase. Alright, coming back to our subject. We collect donations. This is a sentence. In this sentence, we notice there is a verb, the verb to collect. Grammatically speaking, to collect is a transitive verb. It means a verb that needs an object. So what is the object here? It's donations. So can you think of a verb which is a transitive? So while you are thinking me, I'm going to try to give you one. I watch TV. I watch TV. So watch here is a transitive verb. Do you have an example? Think. I'm sure you are going to find some. If you don't find any, so just check. Take your time and do it and work at your own pace. Alright, so since we say transitive verbs, so we have to think of the intransitive verbs. Nahela and Aida again coming here. What are you doing, ladies? What do you want to say? They say we act. We act. We are famous actresses. So I don't need the second sentence. I want to concentrate just on the first one. We act. We is a subject. Verb in this sentence, the verb in this sentence is the verb to act. Does it need an object? No. Just say we act and we understand the sentence. We don't need an object. It's not like we help someone. We help Ahmed. It needs an object. You help who? But we act, so we don't need anything more. It's enough. We act. We laugh. You don't need to add an object to this sentence. I sleep. No, I'm sorry, I'm not sleeping, I'm speaking. I speak. I speak, again, here is a verb. In this sentence, we have a verb which is intransitive. It does not need an object. Cool. Alright, so to act is an intransitive verb, as Aida says. It does not need an object. So guys, I'm gonna test you again. What do you think about the verb in this sentence? I repair my car. Yes, that's right. Repair is a transitive verb. I repair what? I repair a car. So we have an object. But what do you think about this sentence? I snore. Do I have any object? No. So the verb is intransitive. It doesn't need an object. That's good. All right, we're going to see Mr. Said maybe has some questions to some students. We're going to see what he's asking and speaking about. Oh, can you put any sentence into the passive voice? Wow, 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 wow. What do you think, guys? Can you put any sentence into the passive voice? Mararam, pam, pam, pam. Answer? Yes, guys, you are right. Not all the sentences can be put into the passive voice. I agree with the students. You are right, guys. The verb must be transitive, Nizar says. Nizar says, the verb must be transitive if you want to put the sentence into the passive voice. A sentence is in the active voice. I visit Bob. If you want to put this sentence into the passive voice, you need a transitive verb. Visit is a transitive verb. So I can't put the sentence I visit Bob, I can put it in the passive voice. Am I clear? All right. Can we go? Let's go. Yalil, yalil, yalil. I'm singing what I don't know. I'm singing. I look my eye. You see my eyes closed. I don't know why. Maybe singing. Is it a public speaking that? All right. How can we change a sentence from active to passive voice? Okay, we're gonna see, teacher, how we are gonna do it. All right. Examine the following sentence. Ahmed plants a tree. Yes, Ahmed. Thank you, Ahmed. You're a volunteer. You are doing good things for the environment. Congratulations. Go on, Ahmed. Don't stop doing that. Ahmed plants a tree. We say in this sentence there is a transitive verb, which is the verb to plant. Plant is a verb. I don't mean the plant, which is a noun. I mean the verb to plant. Ahmed plants a tree, so plant is a verb, and this verb needs an object, and the object is a tree. So let's see the function of each word in this sentence. Ahmed is the subject because it's doing the action of planting. Of course, plant is a verb, and a tree is the object receiving the action. That means the tree is an object. The tree is going to be planted. So it is the object receiving the action. Subject is doing, and the object is receiving the action. All right. So let's give them some numbers. I hope that you can pay attention to the beautiful numbers, guys. The object, we give it number 1, subject number 2, and the plants, we give it 3. Object is number 1, subject is number 2, and the verb takes number 3. Yoo-hoo! Huh? Zorro, what's Zorro doing there? We're gonna see about Zorro. Wait, Zorro, we're coming. So this sentence, ladies and gentlemen, is in the active voice. So we're gonna take it to the passive voice. Please follow the steps. A tree takes step 1. Ahmed becomes by Ahmed. It's the agent. That means the one who was planting, the doer. It's okay. Do it back. Tick. A tree. Ooh. 1. Number 2. Ahmed comes by Ahmed. Number 3. Oppa! Number 3 is the verb plant becomes a planted. Please. Planted is not the simple past. It is the past participle. I say it again. Plant, planted, planted here is not the simple past. It is the past participle. As we know, there are 2 types of verbs. Now I'm not going to speak about transitive and intransitive verbs, but I'm going to speak about regular and irregular verbs. Regular verbs, their simple past we add ed, and the past participle doesn't change, it takes ed. However, the irregular verbs like to be, to do, blah 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 blah, so the simple past, it changes, and the past participle changes too. So you have to check the list. But here I have given you a verb which is very easy, the verb to plant, which is a regular verb, so you don't need to change anything, just add ed. Well done. Again. Up, 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 up. A tree number 1. By Ahmed, by Ahmed. Number 3 is the verb. It becomes past participle. Does it become simple past? No! It becomes past participle. Boom! Number 4. Zoro! Zoro is waiting for to be. Come on. What is the role of to be? What is the function of to be in this sentence? To be is going to take the tense and the form of the verb. To be is going to take the tense and the form of the verb. I mean the main verb. Mr. Verb, what is your tense? In the simple present. Thank you. And what is the form? Affirmative form. Thank you. The verb to plant is in present simple affirmative form. So to be is going to take the tense of the verb. Guess 3, 2, 1, go. Excellent. We say a tree is planted by Ahmed. Do it again. Zoro, what are you waiting for? Zoro brings auxiliary to be. What you're gonna do, Zoro, with auxiliary to be? Zoro is gonna speak. To be is gonna take the tense and the form of the main verb. Zoro is gonna say to be is gonna take the tense and the form of the main verb. Hey, the verb, what is your tense? I'm in the present simple. So to be is going to be in present simple. Bye-bye, Zoro. We have the answer. Thank you very much. This is the passive voice. Ahmed plants a tree. Active voice, passive voice. A tree is planted by Ahmed. Ahmed takes number 2. A tree takes number 1. The verb takes number 3. And Zoro brings to be. To be takes the tense and the form of the main verb. I know a lot of students who forget to be. Please don't forget it. To be is gonna take what? The tense and the form of the verb. Thank you guys. We move to some examples. Alright, I love volunteering, so I'm gonna give examples using the verb to help. Bob helps Mark. You see, Mark is helped by Bob. Bob is helping Mark. Mark is being helped by Bob. Can you do it, guys? Following the order. 1, 2, 3. Don't forget. 1, 2, 3. Zoro! Bring in number 4, which is to be. To be is not a verb. It's an auxiliary. It doesn't have any meaning. It just helps. So this is the list, guys. I think you've got something about the passive voice. So please, would you mind answering the questions coming later? Have a good time. Cheerio!